Next weekend at the Best Western plus Dutch House Inn and Suites in Columbiana, Indigo Family Theater presents the Jones Hope Wooten comedy, The Savannah Sipping Society. We'll tell you all about it on today's Daily Buzz.
The Daily Buzz is brought to you by 717 Credit Union.
My name's Marla Faye, by the way.
I'm Randa Covington.
Hi there. And I'm Dot Hagler.
Hey, Dot.
Yeah, I was named after my great aunt Rebecca. Well, you see, she had this big old mole in the center of her forehead, and we just always called her Aunt Dot.
So the Savannah Sipping Society obviously takes place in Savannah, Georgia. It's about 3 ladies who meet outside of a hot yoga class that they absolutely hated. And they decide to start getting together once a week. On their first time they get together, one of the ladies invited a 4th person, and that's Jinx. And she comes in and she decides she's going to be their life coach. So throughout the show, she gets them to step out of their comfort zone, try some things that they always wanted to try but were afraid to try. And through it all, the 4 of them just become very close friends.
They're lost for some reason, and getting together, they find family, and they find selves, and they find a whole new outlook on life.
And we form a bond just out of the idiosyncrasies of life, the things they get into, information that we really don't need to know about the other person, but it just makes the bond stronger. It's just funny.
Savannah Sipping Society is my 3rd Jones Hope and Wooten play. I was also in Red Velvet Cake War and Rex's Exes, and I'm super excited to be performing one of their shows again because they always have such fabulous, strong female characters.
Oh, sure. Looks like me and my pimento cheese dip got here just in time. You know how some people forget to eat? Well, I'm a huge advocate of eating to forget. Dive on in, baby.
Today, we are still at the First Presbyterian Church in Columbiana, which we use as our rehearsal space. We're able to get pretty much most of our set up here. And then next week, we'll be able to move over to the Best Western here in Columbiana and actually get our set all set up in the Legacy Room where we will actually perform our shows.
You're the nice woman Doc told us about? There must be some mistake. The only mistake was me getting in the 5 nut jobs or less line.
Okay. Now we have all acted a fool in public and lived to regret it. Why don't we just, you both admit you were wrong. I refuse to let tonight be a waste of good bourbon. So why don't you just both admit you were wrong and we'll let it go and get past it.
I was not wrong. This overly mascara rule breaker is the one who... You don't stop waving that thing in front of my face. You're going to be drawn back enough. I didn't come here. Oh, my Elaine's in. Things are delightful. Did you make this?
We have a wonderful cast that consists of Christine Caparel playing Randa Covington, Tina Duster playing Marla Faye Mosley. And then we have Jinx Jenkins that is played by Julie Benner. And then we have Dot Hagler that is played by Cher Hollis. Today I'm going to be standing in for Christine Caparel as she is out of town. So forgive my script on stage, but that's community theater. I think you build up a camaraderie with people and kind of feel like family as you go through the rehearsal process. So when somebody has something that they have to do, you just step up and you fill in and you help. All 4 ladies are what I would call veteran actresses. They've all been in many shows. Some of them have been doing theater for, I would say, more than 20 years. So I've got a group of very talented ladies in the show that are just knocking it out of the park. They're so funny.
I'm finding some new friends, and I think that, like the characters in this show, that's what's happening off stage.
We have been forming the relationships and the tight bond that also forms in the play.
Just the laughter and the stuff that they're doing. And we sit up here and our part calls for us to laugh, and it's They can script it all they want, but you can't help laughing. You can't help laughing. These girls are funny.
You're going to be our life coach?
Yeah, we're just getting started. Remember, where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, now where I come from, in Texas, we say, if there's a will, my name better dang well be in it.
I think people can expect to actually identify with these ladies and some of the things that they're going through.
Expect some fun, ridiculous moments. Expect some touching moments.
And I think they're going to get a squeeze in the heart, and they're going to get the jovial laugh, tear or two. Mostly, I think they're going to be laughing.
We are also going to be serving charcuterie from Salty Mamas in Salem, and we're going to have a non-alcoholic mimosa bar and some chocolate and those types of things, just kind of things that, like, if you were getting together with maybe your mom and your sisters or your best girlfriends or something, that you would just get together and have a little snack and fun.
Thanks largely due to Jake's, I think we are starting to get our lives back on track. We're recharging ourselves. However, because this is new to her, she has and we have hit a few bumps in the road. For example, last Sunday, when she asked us to go take a swim in the river, it sounded like a good proposition. I was all for it until we ran into that swarm of snapping turtles.
The show will be at the Best Western Inn and Suites in Columbiana, Ohio, July 11th and 12th, and July 18th and 19th at 7 p.m. You can purchase tickets at indigofamilytheater.org, and you have to get your tickets in advance due to the food. We have to let Salty Mamas know how many charcuterie boards that we need. So tickets will only be sold in advance, and the cutoff will be, like, for Friday night will be Thursday afternoon, or for Saturday will be Friday.
Did you catch the action at the bar? That gorgeous redhead gal, she turned down the Latin guy at the bar. She said, I knew it was a little old-fashioned, but I'm keeping my virginity until I meet the man that I love. Really? And he said, gosh, that's awfully hard, isn't it? She said, no, not for me, but it's really got my husband upset.
Jones Hope Wooten, who wrote this play, I have seen and been in some of their other shows, and it's just fast-paced, funny, a good time from beginning to end.
You'd be doing yourself a great disservice to miss this wonderful, wonderful opportunity to meet 4 really kooky women who just kind of make things work.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
717 Credit Union. Savings power to give your business an extra boost. Business savings, certificates, and business money market. 717 Credit Union. Make your money work as hard as you do. Check out our business money market and CD rates at 717cu.com/rates.